Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for checking in, Rextras, to make sure that everything works. Thank you also for contributing points to the New Home Old Games Challenge. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do this stream, whether I want to or not. We're starting off strong with those today. Hope everyone's doing okay. It is a wonderful Monday. I'm on earlies this week, super earlies, so A, I have a full streaming schedule, and B, I'm a little tired and loopy. So let's see how that goes, shall we? As we play a game that was recommended to me by Kosaka, along with the other one in the series. Let's take a look at the Coma 2. Let's see how we do volumes-wise, because this is a first fire-up, and we'll see what it sounds like, yeah? So, I remember the first one being kind of okay. This one is static. Alright, there we go. So how's it going, Rixtras? An Empirical Woodland? And lurkers, how are we all? I hope the answer is good. I'm learning. Load this before we start streaming next time, because man, having to vamp for like a minute with nothing to look at is a little bit. It's a little rough. Remember having to load video games for 10 minutes at a time? I sure do. Coding! But also pretty good documents. That's what you want. And now, is it good documents? Or is the code well documented? Or both? Because that's the one you want. Where there's like comments on every line where it says what you're doing. Both amazing. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I never understand what gamma correction does in a video game. I don't know what it is. Are you going to open the shop? I feel like you're just going to open the shop. Oh. Well, there you go. It's just, I thought that was Slasher Movie Girl, but it's not. Anyways, yeah, go buy costumes, I guess. No. No, I won't. What bonuses have we got? I was just winging it. Me, playing this game. Alright, let's begin in slot 1. No choice of difficulty. Okay, the game just is what it is. I think I'm gonna boost you a little bit. Let's see how that goes, shall we?
3주 전, 영호는 정신을 잃고 지금까지 깨어나지 못했다. 그리고 그때부터 영호가 자꾸만 꿈에 나와 날 괴롭게 한다.
That's the plot of the first game.
분명 내 앞에 서 있는데 결국 꿈일 뿐인 걸. 세상엔 꼭 함께여야만 하는 것들이 있어.
Actually, I think that just straight up is the first game. Our best friend fell into a coma, and now he's trapped in school.
이걸 꼭 쥐고 있었어. 박수미. 도대체 누구지? 왠지 어디서 본 것만 같아.
That's a pretty solid intro, I'll be honest. I am suitably intrigued. And not entirely sure where we're going to go with this. Seihua High School. Having flashbacks to White Day. I really wish I wasn't. Because, oh golly, that game. That game, y'all. What a drag. I'm glad that's over. Huh? A message from Dahyun. Red alert. Meet me in the restroom when you're done chilling with Mad Dog. It's important. Is somebody spending time in his class willingly? I wonder what's so important. Alright, move around like that. Run around like that. Oh, that looks like the Overwatch quick select wheel. I can get behind some of that. Check the to-do list to see your objectives. Check your location with maps. So it looks like... Okay, we can walk about. And we can run about. Mad Dog is Sehwa High's resident math teacher. He's good at his job, but has a reputation for being heavy-handed. Oh, so it's not the Overwatch wheel. That was just... Here is what the A button does. Stop looking at those. You stop that. Night Study Group Program. Dinner 1750 to 1900. Korean History, Mathematics, and English. Ji-hyun Sung, I believe, was also the antagonist from the last game. There you go.
안녕?
There'll be a super blood moon tonight. Fun fact, the last time one was seen in Korea was on the night of 1954. The one night of 1954. I find the best way to stay focused is to maintain soul-crushing routine. Today's no exception. I won't go home till midnight. I don't get it. Why does Matt Dog like you so much? Must be nice living on Easy Street.
Oh.
Sometimes I hide in the class cabinet to catch some shut-eye. What? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Starting this summer, we are relocating the students of Class 3F to the room right of the mid-stairwell. The class will also be designated 3-6 to better reflect Sehwa's standard of excellence. F is not in our vocabulary. That's a very school thing to do, isn't it? We will henceforth use this room as a freshman after-school study class, says Principal Lee. Alright, so you have to hold to leave. That's good. I have to, like, confirm that. Starting this summer, we are relocating the room. Okay, we've just done that. I should be down here at the restroom before my next class starts. We're just going right in there, game. Okay, let's go. Where is that? It's gonna be this one. Is that a note? That's not a note. Park, is that you? Come out, come out. Hey, I'm trying to concentrate here. Sorry about that.
안녕.
Annyeong is hi. I learned that from Overwatch. Hey. Oh, jeez, that was embarrassing. Well, you know what they say. Patience is a virtue. I'm over it. So how was class? Same old. Oh, Chang-ho fell asleep and started snoring during the lecture. Mad Dog got so upset, I thought he was gonna have a stroke. Well, spill the beans. What's so important? Oh, right. So I was, like, on my way to class when I bumped into Myung-gil. Not what I wanted to hear. Right. Which reminds me, I gotta stop taking that route. I, like, keep bumping into those skanks. I misread that as shanks. Keep bumping into those skanks from class 2-5, too. Totes annoying. Can you cut this chase? Some of us have places to be. Okay, don't get your panties in a twist. Anywho, Myung-gil, like, handed me this and asked me to give to you. So what's it say? Hey babe, we're way past the 9th inning. So how about you stop playing coy and go steady? Circle 1, yes, no. Yours truly, Myung-gil. Oh my god. Total cringe. Like, it's that legit shiver down my spine. Voicing this dialogue makes me cringe. This looks like it was written by a 6th grader. Surprised? Myung-gil isn't exactly known for his stunning intellect. So what you gonna do? Since he likes baseball so much, maybe I'll wad this up and pitch it at his head. Any luck, he'll knock it far, far away from me. You know, kinda got a point though. What do you mean? Oh, Don't you think it's about time you stop leading him on? I'm not leading me and Gil on. I just don't want to, crush him. I've been complaining about him for the past year. Stop being so indecisive. Suck it up and tell him he's struck out already. Easy for you to say. It's not that simple. He's always nice to me. Most girls would, kill to date the high school baseball star. It's a big deal. You wouldn't understand. Me and Gil's just so gross. Oh, whatever you decide, do it quick. I'm getting tired of him hounding me. Anyway, let's talk about it later. I gotta get to Ms. Song's class. Ah, darn it. What's up? I haven't eaten yet and left my purse in class. Do me a favor and get me an Ohana bar in the cafeteria. I'll owe you. Meet you in there in a bit. Okay, just hurry. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind. Don't check up when the word Ohana entered the dictionary. Shh. It's real. It's real. Do you have enough money for a snack? Check your inventory. Mina keeps her inventory in her backpack. It has 4 slots for items at the moment, so choose wisely. Quest items are stored in a different pouch at the backpack. They cannot be removed or used like regular items. I have 10,000 Korean money. I want to say 1. Is it 1? I'm going to say 1. I should pick up Tahyun's Ohana. I thought it was that way. Mina's icon denotes your current location. Discovered utilities will be marked on the map. This is area of interest. That's areas that should be explored. Alright, so we go this way, we go down, and we continue onwards. What's up, guys? Are you the Heathers? What's up? Mina, you still got that baseball hug wrapped around your finger? Damn, some guys have all the luck. The Heathers or the Ashleys. That's one of them. When you need coffee, that. Dear seniors, staff of Sehua High supports your commitment to furthering your education amid this unusually humid summer. Share the study rooms with your underclassmen and please allow them to pass in peace. The barbaric ritual of hazing has no place in these hallowed halls. Oh, okay, Prinnick Pal Lee. That's gotta be something. These vending machines are like the devs' other games, right? And they've got a sponsorship in this world, and everything's fine. You did just snap the position. That's a odd idle animation. Thank you very much, Empirical Woodland, for contributing to the challenge as well. Yeah, right. You. Oh, that one's first aid, so you're probably going to be chocolate. You can use coins to buy items from vending machines. Make sure Mina has an empty slot in her inventory. Good times. Do I want to buy anything? No. And then what are you? Mace? What kind of terrible high school just sells mace in the vending machines? Think fast. Myung-gil's coming this way. What? I can't talk to him now. Stole for me. You kidding me?
Oi.
Yo, Rash Girl. What the hell, Myung-gil? Don't call me that. Hey, what the long face? I'm just joshing you. One of those senior girls from 2-3-2-5 told me it was your nickname. Well, you shouldn't listen to them. What are you doing here anyway? Not much. Heading down to the diamond to get some swings in. So, you see Mina around? Mina? Nope, haven't seen her lately. Well, you gave her the note, right? What'd she say? Looked like she was in a rush, so I don't think she, got a chance to read it. Huh. Well, tell her... What Yo, you deaf, Jose? Get your punk ass over here. Mina? What are you looking at? Not all day, bread shuttle. Hey, young girl. Got my pizza bread? You know, I can't play ball with a dam on an empty stomach. Alright, I've had enough of this. Mina, get out here. The guy on the right had the big surprised eyes. I don't think he saw that. What the hell, Mina? That was like seriously uncool. Why did you call me out? He was totally buying your story. You're the one who like put me on the spot. Oh my god, did you see his face when we bum rushed past him like idiots? Did you hear what he called me? No offense, but you do this all the time. You're super flaky. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? It means you need to like grow a spine. This isn't the first time you've left me high and dry. Pizza bread is really good. Depends on what kind, because they're both pretty good. The kind where you wrap the bread around what is traditionally the topping. I think I'm describing a calzone at this point, but also like French bread pizza. Hell yeah. Oh, whatever. Time to blow this popsicle stand. Deal with your own issues from now on. Hello, Mew. Ricksters is having homemade burgers. Hell yeah. Pleased to be showing them off. Homemade burgers are great. Such a drama queen. What's the deal? I'm late. I should get to Miss Song's class now. That's upstairs. And back to my class, it looks like. Am I gonna run? No, I'm not. I'm taking my time. That door is locked. Oh, right. That's something we did before in the Coma 1 and White Day, where that's an exit door. This is the entrance door. Hello. Hey, Mina, you're late. Is everything okay? I'm fine, but just feeling a little anxious about the last test. Don't fret. I'm handing them out today. In fact, I'd like you to stay after class to talk about it. Say, I've been meaning to ask you how Young Ho is doing. Have you visited him at the hospital? I worry about it. Didn't you put him there? I'm pretty sure she put him there. I visit the hospital every other day. Doctors still don't know when he'll wake up. Chin up there. If anyone can recover from something like this, it's Young Ho. These past few weeks must have been tough on you. Yeah, Yuko's always had a strong spirit. I know he'll be okay. I don't know when, but he will. He has to. Listen, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. Got it? You don't have to go through this alone. Yeah, thanks. That means a lot. I'm ignoring this Empirical Woodland. I'm not looking at it. Eye to the screen, all I see is these Korean characters with pupils that look like they're looking into a ring light on stream. Please take your seat, Mina. Okay. Yeah, I'm the only person who is allowed to make jokes like that, Empirical Woodland. Because I do it once and I slip it under the radar, and people notice, but then I just plow ahead and no one knows. Okay, everybody pipe down. We're switching to English now. How are you all doing today? I'm fine. How are you? Fine, thank you. I wish I was a bird. I'm doing well today. Class, I wanted to introduce you to the newest member of Seiwa High. He'll be helping everyone improve English this summer. Hello, class. My name is Chance. I am very excited to meet all of you. I'm sorry I can't stay today, but I'm happy I said hi. We'll talk more tomorrow. See you later, Chance. I'm sure you've all been waiting to see your exams. I'll hand them out at the end of class. We'll be finishing up a little earlier. He's a rapper. He's got to stay true to the rap game. I want you all to see the super blood moon tonight. It's a rare occurrence, but for now, please open your books to page 84. Class Class ends at 10 o'clock. I complained when they changed the school day from 3 to 20 past 3. Are you kidding me?
아, 빗불이라니.
I can't believe I got a B. What the heck is wrong with me?
송 선생님이 걱정하실 만하네.
And it was serious enough for Miss Song to keep me after class, too.
일단 집에 가야겠다.
I don't know if I'm voicing over these characters.
벌써 다 간 건가?
I think I am. Please enjoy the characters voicing themselves.
저건 새우잖아. 저기서 뭘 하고 있는 거지?
I have no idea what time school finishes in Burka Woodland. I'd show up for register and leave.
저긴 창고인데? 잠겨 있지 않았나? 뭐가 있길래 그런 거지?
My high school was 9-3, and then at one point they changed it. I think it was 10 to 9 to 20 past 3. And they didn't change any of the travel requirements to get there. The bus timetable hadn't changed, so my options were to get there at 8 o'clock and be in school for an extra hour and go all the way to hell with that, or just arrive at 9 like I normally did and go, yeah, I know I'm 10 minutes late. This is when the bus is here. There you go. I could have sworn I saw him come in here. Seiho? Where did he go? I don't like the look of that occult stuff. I can see the super blood moons rising from here. It's quite a sight to behold. Someone has assembled an odd makeshift shrine here. There's a picture here. It's the same girl from Young-Ho's amulet. What's his writing? Tonight, the fourth and final blood moon of the Dark Tetrad rises. When the great gnashing begins, the urban gates shall swing open and welcome my vicious sister to walk our world. Only then will she relinquish her claim to my damned soul. I don't feel so well. It worked. It really worked. And you brought the amulet. This is just perfect. You normies are so predictable. Huh? Someone's coming. Damn again. Damn. Why don't they just leave me alone? Kid got away. Again. He's deceptively fast. Drop this, though. It's not the relic, but what is flashing up over there? Do you see that? I see that. It's not the relic we're looking for. It's just a worthless lighter. Is that the anime glasses thing? That's the anime glasses thing, but part of this guy's idol animation. Okay. Do you recognize this girl? I've seen her before. Oh, that's Chance. I've seen her before. She's a Seihua student from Song's class. How'd she get in the coma? It's not our concern. Stay focused. We've bigger fish to fry tonight. This little bird will be lucky if she makes it to... That's a Woolseyism. Every time I see it, Ted Woolsey has had his hands on this. I have bigger fish to fry. Where's Hyung Bai? I haven't seen him since we arrived. He has more pressing priorities. Just catch that twerp before he causes any more trouble. I'll find the moon incense. Everyone else, you know the minister's orders. Remember, our realms are only at stake tonight. We're operating in liminal time and can't afford to make mistakes. No use waiting around then. Let's move out. Well, what's going on? What time is it? Oh my god. Did I pass out here? Can't see a thing. What's this? You received the strange lighter. This can be used to brighten your surroundings. You can search for items while using it. Kosaka, hello, welcome on in. We are right at the start, as I believe you know, because this one was your suggestion. Be careful. Your enemies will find you easier by its glow. Check your location with maps. The Book of Memories locations, lootable areas, and hiding spots are important places to note. The Book of Memories, just like Silent Hill would have done. An open book sits upon the desk. You see several names hastily scrawled on its pages. Stay vigilant, and do not lose yourself in the coma. Write your name in the Book of Memories and remember who you are. Y.S. My name? One's name is important in the coma. Forgetting it will cause Mina to lose her sanity and relive her nightmares. Use the Book of Memories to record Mina's name. You can restart from these areas. So, here's the thing, Kosaka. Normally, when I come to a game... Is that my button? That's my button. Normally, when I come to do a game, I will, at the very least, look up, like, the trivia tab on Wikipedia or something. The cutting room floor is another good one. I'm coming into this knowing nothing beyond what you have told me. It's the sequel to the first game, and it's better than the first game. Ah! The bodies look like they are made out of wax. Their unnatural poses make an eerie sight. Huh? This place isn't right. I've got to snap out of it. This has to be some kind of bad dream. Falling bodies may drop from the ceiling. If you're struck by them, your health will drop by 1. If you're struck by clawing hands, you'll begin bleeding. This will temporarily decrease your max health. You will lose 1 health from bleeding if you don't use a bandage. Evasion uses a lot of stamina. However, it may mean the difference between life and death. So evasion is you. I think that's going to be the game telling me to get on with it and evade right away, right? Because up there, that looks to me like maybe I should I should go. Or maybe not. I'm just gonna go this way. Where am I going this way? I don't know. Oh, that's where I'm going. Go down a floor over there. And leave. Just leave. That's good. That was a really good little moment. Just walking along and just hears a dude split in half in the middle of a chair. That's... Ooh. Was it this one? It was not this one. Can't go down that way. That's where Cthulhu lives. I'm pretty sure bleed was an effect in the first game as well, wasn't it? Because I remember that's how Song got you. Like, even if she... Yes, I'm doing this. You received a torn page. Torn pages you collect will appear in notes. These pages may provide revealing lore. Hiding may save your life. Use your surroundings to conceal yourself. Different hiding spots will provide varying levels of concealment. Choose wisely. That's clever as well, actually, and I like the red lines indicating how hidden you will be in these things. Complete the QuickTime command to hold your breath. Failing will reveal your location. It's more difficult to conceal heavy breathing when your stamina is low. Well, that's good, actually. The fact that there are 3 stalls you can hide in, and they are now permanently marked. Good to know. Stamina comes back on its own. Alright then. I should check that law. How do I check that law? Is it like you? It's like you. August 15th, 1945 was the day of my 7th birthday. The nation celebrated its independence for the first time after 35 years. My father believed it to be a good omen that his daughter's birthday should fall on such a day. My mother scolded him for being too superstitious. At the end of that month, he suddenly announced we were selling our land and moving to Seoul to seek better opportunities and be closer to his brother. As a young girl, I still remember our journey to the big city felt like ages. To while away the hours, my brother taught me how to play his recorder. He would continue to tutor long after. These sessions are now precious memories. Game dev person I follow is saying she hates when people use the word lore within their game because lore is meant to be the backstory that only dedicated people learn about. Lady Mappy is going okay. We have only just now begun. We are in random world over here. We're in the dark school. But, yeah, mysteries abound. Look at this animation that we have now. Anyone there? Let me out. Somebody, please. Door's locked tight. There's a memo here. Please exit to the west building. I can reach the west building through the 3rd floor cafeteria. Oh, we can. I remember that. It's, it was like a bridge. Yeah, so this appears to be... Well, it's not appears to be. This is the same building from the last game. Mechanics appear to be much the same. Like, here's us walking around the dark school with minimal light, and presumably spooky monsters are going to jump out. The game has warned it, and tutorialized it, but I haven't seen any. So I don't quite know. Am I even on the right thing? I am on the right thing. Okay. Good to know. So, what... Yep, that's the boys' room, alright. That's what that is. So what would you call it? Or me, what would your friend call it? Where, like that, we just found a note that's... I'd call it fluff. Or I know of it as fluff. Ah, jeez. That girl. Hey, are you okay? She doesn't look right. Maybe I shouldn't get too close. Clawing shadows will slash at your legs. If you're struck by them, you'll gain bleeding. It may be difficult to detect. Keep an eye out for them. So, what do you reckon? Evasive maneuvers! Yeah! These containers are marked with an odd emblem. These supplies come courtesy of the minister. Take what you need to finish the job. Ghost vigilantes! Looks like they've been opened. I wonder if there's anything useful left. Take a bandage. 1! I knew it was 1! Fiat currency struck in the shape of a coin. There you go. And a save point. I love save points. The Valentine Bar. Snack-sized chocolate confection that melts in your mouth. Thought that was the Vulcan hand thing. Lady Mappy, that's pretty good. This gate's locked too? Come on! Maybe the staff left some keys behind the bar. Better check. That one was highlighted and everything. Look at it. It was the autumn of 1938 that I was born to a family of humble means. For 7 years, we lived in our small family house in Gwangju. My father worked as a farmer harvesting rice and barley. Mother worked at the cotton mills. My older brother Suho and I tended to chores our parents couldn't see to. In those years, everyone carried their weight. That's what was expected, and we did so with great diligence. Those were difficult years, but we were happy because we had the great comfort of each other's company and laughter. Something like documents or codex in the context of the game. That's fair. See, to me, lore is like behind the scenes stuff, I guess. So, like, the lore of this game is, why are we in this school? What were those shadowy figures doing? And all this and that. It's not necessarily something to just be told up front. I forget the other one, but a disappearing act described it to me as the I think it's the Watsonian explanation for something, and I think the other one was probably the Doylean explanation. Probably, I forget, but yeah. A hastily written memo to the cafeteria staff is here. We received it. Amazing. Seems the food service worker was doing overtime. They told her to pick up an underground parking lot keycard in the security office. Maybe I can finally get out of this creepy place. Also, if I didn't already say it, hello Scoop, hope you're doing well. School officer's memo says an underground parking lot keycard in the security office. Okay. Okay, I thought, like, hey, maybe you can use that door. We can't use that door. Now save your game. You'll notice this is something I am incredibly paranoid about. Is just gonna save my game every chance I get. Do I have any space in my inventory? That's not my inventory. What's my inventory button? That one. Okay. Memo from the school security officer. Masong marked your English exam with a disappointing B+. Me, in high school, would love a B+. Thank you very much. This keycard gives you access to any facilities reserved for school staff. Yeah! Also, Empirical Woodland, you mentioned just going home because you didn't have classes on Friday evenings. That was me Wednesday afternoons in college. We had this program called Enrichment. Okay, so we still can't go in through the outdoor. Good to know. We can't go in through the indoor in that case. Wild. And the idea was every Wednesday afternoon from 12 until 5, you would do something. It would be community service. It would be monitored studying at, like, in the library or something. It would be something like that. I helped my grandparents run a tea dance. So I'm gonna guess that I need power. Is this the one that I was just in? Yes, that's the one that I was just in. Ooh, actually, do you see that? It's a little dark, so I don't know if you do. Down here, there's a little blue halo. Notes are apparently highlighted. Watch me still miss every single one of them. School's office's memo says there's an underground parking lot. Go over there. Fine, I guess I will. What's up, bug stuff up there? You see that? I see that. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. No, Empirical Woodland, that's Tiny Child when she says she's gotta go. And whatever is in this room has caught people 36 times. And we checked before we went out. We said, do you gotta? No. Well then, why yes, Tiny Child? Why yes now? I want to leave to the underground parking lot, but I can't because the power's over there, right? Unless I'm missing something. Well, I can't be missing something, can I? Because that was the only set of steps downwards. So I have to go here. Well, yes, Tiny Child is tiny and doesn't know the future. But, like... Hey, do you gotta go? You know the answer to that one, right? Yes, no, not right now. It's a real body. And real blood. What happened to him? I need to call the police. My phone refuses to work at a time like this. Okay, calm down and just focus on getting out of here. A wallet. His name was Hyung Bai. I don't recognize him though. Oh! What's this? Looks like mace. He must have tried to use it. Doesn't look like it helped though. What could have done this to him? Might come in handy. Mace is a disposable item, used to escape an assailant's grasp. A quick time command will appear when you're captured. Complete the command to use the spray. Yeah, listen to that meat. This comes down to what Rickstress keeps telling me is read and comprehend, Cass, because literally the thing said go to the security office and get the key there. And did I? No. The parking lot is downstairs. Let's get out of here. That's Smile Dog. Thank you, Principal Smile Dog. You're the best. 501. And again. And a note. A wall of eldritch tentacles have taken root and are growing through this hall. Can't go that way. Oh, only go downstairs. The Sehua Institute bolstered its presence in Songryong between 1945 and 1949. They inaugurated Sehua Hospital and expanded the Sehua Academy, which had been opened in 1932. Westerners largely staffed both facilities. Suho attended the academy and became fluent in English. He had a natural command of it, and his intelligence was a source of great pride for my parents. He even taught me how to read and write the language. My admiration for him grew with each passing day. I wanted to be just like him. I still practice using the recorder he had given me so many years ago. It was my personal way of following in his footsteps. Oh, and we can get into that one because there's a generator there. But can't get into that one because there isn't. What would be worse, a real body with fake blood or a fake body with real blood? That actually is a pretty good beat. I like that. I need to show you that one of the, Take 5, but it's played by a broken air conditioner. It's surprisingly good. It's no good. Keycard won't work unless the door has power. That's what I was saying! There must be some kind of backup generator around here. Alone, underground. This is not how I imagine spending my night. I saw that! I didn't mean to get that close, but it's nice to know that I can. Like, I don't know how close you have to get to those for them to start swinging, but, Ah. This looks like the generator. Might be able to restart the power here. Nothing could have prepared us for the horror to come in the summer of 1950. Our entire district fell into turmoil when word arrived that North Korean forces had crossed the 38th parallel. My family listened to a radio announcement from President Ri, who urged citizens to stay in Seoul and trust the government in spite of the impending danger. My family knew what was coming, so we quickly packed what we could carry and fled the burning city on foot. We made it across the Han Bridge moments before our own forces destroyed it. It was the most difficult journey in our lives. Through much suffering and heartache, we finally found our way to Busan, the last city standing. It was there that Suho, then a 16-year-old boy, announced he would join the other students as volunteer soldiers. I protested in anger, to no avail. Anybody seen that cool Busan move that one guy did on Reddit? Apparently, the train is wall rideable as Lucio. He got launched into it, magnetized to it, and just wall ride, launched back into the fray. It was ridiculous.
누가 들어온 것 같은데?
I'm talking about that Busan.
거기 누구세요?
누구니? 어서 나와.
The moving train to Busan. I didn't even know that was a thing. Very, very well done.
송 선생님? 아, 살았다. 저 혼자 학교에 남겨진 줄 알았어요.
귀염둥아, 뭐 재미있는 걸 찾았나 보지? 아하하, 또 다른 불청객이 길을 잃었나 봐?
Sweet Home is the name of another really good horror game. They'll never localize it.
그렇다면 크게 환영해주지 않을 수 없지. 그렇지?
I think she just passed. Gotta run to the underground parking lot now. I don't know where that is. Alright, just this way, let's go! Right, from a game design standpoint, sorry to break the immersion and the tension, from a game design standpoint, the fact that we were just far enough away to get a little bit tired and the heart rate started up, that's good game design. Very well done. Scoop, those are some of the best. Have you seen Lady Dimitrescu? That's why everyone liked her. Yeah, because of that. And nothing else. Thanks, Hunter. Let's go.
이제 따돌린 것 같아요.
Oh, imagine if she could. That'd be scary. Like that one comic.
잠시만요. 누구신데 절 구해주신 거죠?
안에 들어가서 숨어 있어. 난 저 녀석을 유인할게.
도대체 누구지?
That is something I find incredibly frustrating in Vidya. This comes down to just talk. Like, at the very least, go, sure, name's Haeyun, I'm a friend, and off he goes. Was that Miss Song? Something's terribly wrong. I don't think tonight could get any stranger. Drop me off near the police office. I better file a report. Mom and Dad must be worried right now. I'm sure they're very relieved to hear from me. Did I find another one of these? No, I didn't. That's great. That's really good background storytelling. And it's just really threatening. And, yeah. Sup, nerd? There's someone ahead. Wait, is that... Seiho? What's he doing here? I'm not used to talking this much in my games. Mina, how did you get here? I was locked in the school. I barely got out. Hey, I need to talk to an officer. Something crazy happened back there. They need to send someone to check out Sewa. Hold your horses. Look, you're hyperventilating. Why don't you calm down and tell me what happened? I can help you. There was a murder at Sewa. Miss Song, it just sounds too crazy to say. I think she killed some guy named Hyung Bai? What? That's insane. Miss Song would never do something like that. But now it all makes sense. What do you mean? And what are you doing here? Jaded Mew, you've ruined my joke. Scenario B is what I'm doing here. I was near the school when I heard a scream. I just ran over here to tell the police, but they brushed me off. Maybe they'll finally believe me when they hear your report. Seriously? That's so messed up. Come on, let's go together. Go ahead. I'm right behind you. No, you're not. Current objectives. Enter the police office. Alright, cool. Seiho, this place looks Seiho? Sounds like the door's being boarded from the outside? Seiho! Just make yourself comfortable in there, Mina. Trust me, this is for your own good. Get me out of here now! Oh, has everyone gone insane? That 112 guy, I know that pose from something, but I don't know what. I know that exact, like, hey, thumbs up thing. But I don't know. I thought there was at least a few officers on duty. I feel like I woke up in the middle of some kind of zombie apocalypse. These strained vines have taken root outside of the school walls. Is that the you gotta do what you gotta do guy? It could be. I thought that was an unenthusiastic thumbs up. But you know what? Hey, I remember this poster. I came here with the class president and Seiwa representatives for a photo shoot promoting community safety. Has to be someone here who remembers me. Oh yeah, it's me. And I want to say what's it from the last game as well. Hello? This reception desk is empty. I'm not holding my breath for any help here. So, Lady Mappy, you are correct, where people seem to immediately go, hey, that monster looks a lot like Ms. Song, and addresses herself as Ms. Song. And, no, it's not. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, that's kind of the you gotta do what you gotta do guy. Guy on that poster looks way too hyped to be there, though. Alright, what are we doing? Going upstairs. Also, an unpleasant odor, reminiscent of rotten fish, lingers in the air. Huh? That plant's spreading noxious fumes. I'd better hold my breath. Blighted tentacles may burst and spread toxic gas. Be careful around them. If Mina breathes the gas, she'll become poisoned. This will cause your health to drop over time. Okay, are you timed, or are you based on proximity? There's a sound cue there. That's nice. Oh, also you're one and done. No, you're not. Alright. This looks like some sort of meeting room. It's kind of a survival horror character thing, where you come across the hang on a second, that's my phone going off with like a really important alert, which usually means somebody wants me. Yes, but that can wait. Note to active duty officers: make sure you're carrying the newly issued tasers when you head out on patrol near the market. With the way these local protesters are heating up, they could mean the difference between coming home safely or being on the receiving end of a serious injury. To all officers, local business owners, shopkeepers and residents are planning to assemble near the Dokaibe market to hold a demonstration at 8 AM. As you all may have heard, they'll be protesting City Hall's plans to reappropriate land for new building projects. I want everyone assembled early and make sure we keep them in line. The officers must have held a meeting here recently. Someone left this behind. Looks like a keycard of some sort. A special formula taken orally to combat a crisis of toxic poisons. But my inventory is full. I'm just going to leave that there for now, and know that it's there, and come back and get it later. These writhing tentacles are spidered throughout the police office. Anyways, yeah, no, it's kind of a survival horror character thing, where you go, the horrors. That's kind of weird, huh? There's a map of the facility on the table. Good to know. I see you up there. Can I use this? I can use this. Alright. Good to know. Oh. So you see on the map the wall of tentacles that we found? I think that's going to be maybe a puzzle to have to solve. What was that? Hiding spot. Alright. Also nice to know that hiding spots have, like, frame startup. I don't want to do that. Ah, I thought I'd come over and head upstairs. Can't do that. It makes sense in certain circumstances. Silent Hill 1, notably, it's a tourist location. So the map you have is a tourist map. Wow. But yeah, then you get things like, I don't know, here's a map of the school. None of my schools ever had maps. You just figure it out. Where is RE2? It's in a separate building. Which one? One of them. The security cameras appear to be active. Could someone be on duty in the security room? This place is a mess. What happened here? Is someone there? She looks like a student, but I don't recognize her school uniform. Oh, I think I recognize that school uniform. Wasn't she the cool one from the last game? You. How did you get in here? I'm a locksmith. And I'm a locksmith. I've been poisoned. You need to come with me. We gotta get you out of here. No, you better not move. We need to find some help, now. I'm down. Hiking is only gonna get us killed. Is that what you want? No. And pay attention. No one's coming to help us here. Our lives are in grave danger at this very moment. Every minute brings us, especially me, closer to death. But I need you to take what I'm about to say seriously. You feel it, don't you? This place is not your world. We are in the Coma, a shadow realm connected to the waking world. Are you sure you didn't hit your head? Right. Honestly, if I start seeing a wall of tentacles where a door should be, and somebody says, yeah, we're in some alternate messed up dimension, I'm going to get on board with that real damn quick. I'm just saying. If you want to survive the night, we must work together. Help me. I mean, get us out of here. Okay. What do you need me to do? You know the nearby Dokkaibe market? Yeah, I know it well. My mother shops there all the time. I need you to go there for me. Wait, I can't leave. Seho, my schoolmate, locked me in the building. There's one more way out of the building. I can buzz you at the back gate, but I'll need a high-ranking officer's keycard to do so. And try searching the chief's office on the 3rd floor to see if you can find something that works. Take this 3310! Hell yeah! We are now invincible. This phone looks ancient. Okay, I'm going now. What's your name? You can call me Yaisol. Yeah, that is Cool Girl from the last game. I remember that name. Yaisol, huh? I meet in a park. Alright, get going. I literally don't have all night. Shadow Telecom uses a special frequency in the Coma. Use it to communicate with the ghost vigilantes. Ghost vigilantes don't always answer, but when they do, you may learn valuable clues. I was worried there was going to be an antidote in one of these. Like, are you poisoned? Have you come over here? Because you should. Are we playing as the crush from the last game? I believe so. We've mentioned that the guy from the first game is our best friend. So I believe we were the Crush. But I could be wrong. Can't go this way. Oh, I thought she was gonna, like, examine this hideous pile on the floor. Just be like, ah, yes. The horrors. I think I'm on the wrong side. Where is my notebook? It's you. My strange journey started in the most mundane way possible. As usual, Myung-gil had been causing problems for Tai-hoon and I. One day, we tired of... I know all of these names, but not fully who they are. One day, we tired of shuttling bread for him and his goon squad. When things came to a head, it got our teacher Mad Dog's attention. I thought he'd side with us against the bullies. The old fart put us on storage room cleaning duty. We started that evening after school. The room looked like it hadn't been dusted in half a century. When Tai-hoon went about it cleaning with the diligence of a bee, I used the extra time to look through some boxes. Hopefully this stuff will persist, and if I take damage and I need to use something from my inventory, then I will just be able to go over there and refill it. Click! Hello! Welcome on in! You join us for Korean-flavored horror. There's a lot of notes. Thank you very much for contributing to the points challenge as well. Always happy when people do this. Glad you're watching along, everyone. Can you believe it? Music lessons grew on me. After months, I even became proficient with the recorder. I practice at home, and that sped up my progress. Mrs. Noah told me she'd never seen such quick progress. Who'd have known that yours truly had a musical gift? We worked through the sheet music from the easiest to the most difficult pieces. There was one piece in particular that I couldn't nail. Noah set it as a milestone challenge for me, and I happily accepted. I started staying in the school even later to continue practicing. Sometimes, I was even the last one out. But I was getting closer to my goal. The scariest of horror is when you go keys, 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 keys. That's the scariest horror. Does the chief know one of them escaped? If you don't deal with this now, we can kiss our jobs goodbye. Kiss me again! Hey, that strange nightmare again. I was choking on toxic fumes, right here in the building. It felt so real. Oh, do you know what, Empirical Woodland? I could also see the scariest horror being Passport. But it has a very specific pocket in my bag. So anytime I go on holiday... I will check it every 20 seconds. Don't think that I won't. But every 20 seconds, I'm like, passport? Nope, still there. Good. Good, 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 good. You can only carry one round of mace. Okay. Well, while you're doing that... Black Magician Girl. She told me to call her Nuna. I don't know why she insisted on being called Big Sister. She looked my age, if not even younger. She took my hand, led me through the school's dark halls. She looked so familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Couldn't believe this hottie even wanted to spend time with me. I was so caught up in the moment, I almost forgot how weird the whole situation was. She was super curious about my world, and we talked for what felt like hours. She seemed stuck in the past. At one point, she asked if I'd like to see something neat. Who was I to refuse? She walked to the center of the room and began levitating. That is, honestly, yeah, that is something neat. And like, if a cute girl says, "Do you want to see something neat?" Levitating is a pretty good silver medal. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. There you go, 10707. Lucky 7. And we're going to pause. Can I pause? I can pause. Because Rixtress has redeemed Show and Tell. So we're going to go and Show and Tell. Are you ready? Ignore that question. Today's Show and Tell is some stamps right here. And you may be thinking to yourself, now Cass, that is not the super cool and comfy scarf that you normally place things upon to demonstrate them for show and tell. And you are correct. This is those stamps on that scarf. Last August. It is now May, and here they are on a table in Rixtressville. Amazing coincidence that that's where Rixtress lives, but by God, they finally arrived, and I am so happy. So this was a commemorative set of stamps that the English post office put out. It's the Discworld. Actually, if you do it, if I go back to this one, you can see the characters a little more clearly. They've even got their names listed. And I bought a set and I mailed them over to Rixtress. And the post office that I shipped them from said, "Don't you worry. Don't you worry. 6-day turnaround." And and that was the last anyone saw of them until about 2 days ago, when I get a message from Rixtress going, "Cass, look what arrived!" And it made my day. Yes, there was also some Percy Pigs in the box as well, because they are the best English suite. Don't even worry about it. They're amazing. Once upon a time, my plan was, if ever I got to open up an international bakery, Percy Pigs. Just import those, put them on and in stuff, and suddenly I have the best bakery in the international area. But the important thing is, these stamps have arrived. Like, what was that, 10 months it took? And change. But they got there, and I'm so happy. And Rixtress is happy, and the sweets in there, which are also very nice. So, yeah, everyone is happy with this outcome. And I'm just going to linger on this screen for a short moment, because man, oh man, the time it took for these things to arrive. Good times. Alright, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go back. Gonna go back to the game, where I'm going to demonstrate. Oh, look at that! Scooby made a comment, which was absolutely correct, but it has since scrolled off the screen. Oh well, let's just point at this one for a little bit and go, yeah, what a nice message. Very surprised that nobody was like, quickly send another message, so he's pointing at Booba. And like, hey, since we're talking about high school, did I just save? I did just save. There you go. Speaking of me in high school, that was the breaking glass. What was that? A window? Who knows? I'm really annoyed that I had to read dialogue, because my usual reaction to hearing glass breaking in essentially any situation is dun 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 dun, and then someone just getting irretrievably destroyed. Who's that? Could it be... That is correct, Empirical Woodland. That was... That was down to one time in college when we were in the cafeteria, and a friend of mine... a friend of mine had gotten pierced the previous day, and I know this because she came up and said, "Hey, guess what I got done?" Bam! And there they were. And like, bruh? How can I help you, Mina Park? What, Miss Song? What are you doing here? Why, I'm going to sever that pretty little head from your body. Now get over here. What? Alright, this one's tutorialized. Mina, what's going on? The CCTV feeds are cutting out. It's Miss Song. She's stalking me. But yes, it has to be her. She looks just like my teacher. Vicious Sister hasn't dominated this domain. Her flesh thrall's powers haven't fully manifested yet. Mina, find that key now. Just try to stay out of her way. Well, thank goodness, Rextras, because I thought it was just me. And at a point, I'm like, man, I'll never. Why even live? Immediate points that this game has over the last one. The ghost announces itself with sound. With really well done stereo sound. Do you hear that? She just passed over to the left-hand side of this screen. Wow! Hell yeah! Okay. Probably not the best thing, because I need to head that way. But, you know. It's good to know. Oh, I don't want to hide under that. Good, I can't hide under that. Who the hell does Chief Cha think he is? Ordering me to fix that damn pipe. I'm an officer, not a plumber. I say we leave it to the professionals. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. Good job. Also, yeah, Twisted Sister cover band, Vicious Sister. 1 p.m. 4 drunken shopkeepers came to the police office and started vandalizing the building walls. They were caught in the act on CCTV. 1:30 p.m. We apprehended and interrogated the shopkeepers. They're angry about City Hall's new building project near the Dokkaibe market. They believe the mayor struck a corrupt deal between local gang leaders and rich business owners. We should look into it. 2 p.m. We're keeping them in cell blocks A through D until they calm down. Counseling may be necessary to avoid recidivism. Oh! You stop that. Stop it. Aye! Yeah! I found a leather case with brass latches while rummaging through one box. I remember feeling instantly drawn to it. It was like the rush you can get with gaming in a PC room when you discover some kind of unique item during your dungeon run. Imagine my disappointment when I found out it was just some crappy rosewood recorder. I'm not musically inclined, so I asked Tai-Hoon if he knew how to play it. He said it looked old and useless, and he wouldn't dream of putting it near his mouth. Guess the contrarian in me didn't appreciate his dismissive attitude, so I took it home. I mean, if we're standing up and being counted, I didn't know what they were until, like, a ways through high school, so that was fun. We can get to that off stream. Everybody knows you play the flute, and you get whisked away to some other location. Find anything? Yes, there's some kind of strange body here. It's not a body, per se. It's what remains of the Songyang police officer's shade. What do you mean, shade? Shades are powerful spirits. Manifestation of rumors, emotions, and unique history of a local area. The one you stumbled upon is such another vicious sister's victims. Spirits? You're serious? The coma is real? You don't need to get into the details now. Just look around and see what you can find there. There's nothing of value on the chief's desk. There's something twinkling here. This is like a journal of sorts. Seems like it belonged to the chief. I think Sarge is going through some midlife crisis. Or maybe it has something to do with his recent divorce. He bought a new car and has been trying to get back into shape. Naturally, he came to me for some advice. I started him on a ketogenic diet. Got a regular workout scheduled at 1 PM every day too. I'll show him how real gains are made. No mention of the key card. Maybe we should give Yaesol a ring again. If you're lost or need advice, try calling someone with a shadow telecom. Keycard isn't here. That's a hiding spot. And that's you. Oh, it's Konya! That's something completely different. This is the Konya 1033 is what that is. All it needs is that little shoo sound. Still no luck finding that keycard? None, but I did find the chief's journal. Seems like he was obsessed with working out. Interesting. That's a good start. Consider his daily routine and check around those areas. You're bound to find a useful lead. Good luck. It does need the ringtone. That used to be the noise that my phone made on WhatsApp, because basically only my work colleagues message me on WhatsApp. Ah, dang it! Dang it! You're not helping! Now I'm just dead. That's a pretty good death screen, though. I like that. But yeah, essentially only like 2 people message me on WhatsApp, and it's the other 2 TLs where I work. So now it's the Power Rangers wrist communicator noise. Well, honestly, Lady Mappy, in that instance, I think that was mostly just me getting it wrong. Like, if I had done a better... If I had done a better job of, hiding, but, like, properly, then, yeah, everything would be fine. Can I skip this? I can't skip this. Alright, there we go. You've seen this. Oh, Wales! Welcome on in. Thank you very much for stopping by. Always good to have you. Particularly for the Horror Game Mondays, because I know you're not a fan. We've got to teach baby whales that horror games are okay. Oh, hey, right. You want... I'm just going to cut over to my show and tell screen for a second. Oh, Wales, look what arrived in South Africa. It took like 10 months. And my comparison is, baby whales didn't exist yet in any capacity when this was shipped. That's how long it took to ship this. Good job, Royal Mail / South Africa Post Office. What a pro. Oh, did I miss? I did. Ah, dang it. Well, now I get to demonstrate this. We go into the inventory, and we use a bandage, and it cures bleeding. And now I have that note. And now I know where to hide next time I need to hide. And I can pick up an item next time I find one. Alright. Keycard isn't here. Here's a thing on the desk. Oh, Wales has redeemed one happy thing a day. My happy thing for today. I'm just gonna hide in this cupboard. Don't mind me. My happy thing for today is it was a super chill day at work. It's been a super chill couple of weeks at work after changes in the management structure. Saying no more than that. And yeah. All my staff are really, really happy. And this has come through particularly today, because yesterday we nailed it with loyalty card signups. We have gone from 15 a month, if we're lucky, to 15 a day, and that was a slow day. And like, oh my god, yes. And as by way of celebration today, it was me and the 2 other TLs. That was the management team today. And we got ourselves a coffee from the coffee shop next door, and the 3 of us we took 5 minutes to ourselves, and we sat down in the back room so that we were still like on the shop floor and on call, and we just had a coffee, the 3 of us, and we were like, yeah, we're doing all right, we're gonna be okay. Did I read these? Yes, I read those. All right. Next step is to call Otacon, and then she'll tell us what to do. There we go. Now my thought, go to the gym. Where is the gym? Staff gym. There you go. Just go over there. Nothing caught fire. Empirical Woodland. Everything's fine. Because I was in the building at the time. Right, staff gym. Hey, have you seen the weights? I cannot get gains on these tentacles with an empty bar. Indeed not, Mantarok. Could this be the chief's bag? Let's see. Yes! Yeah, I think I found the chief's security pass. Great. We'll finally be able to open the back gate. Alright, get out of there. Come back to the security office. Time is of the essence. So that's gonna be... Actually... Assuming I don't get, like, mauled on the way, this could work out quite handily. Disregard previous! Ooh, armory! Never mind, never mind! Hi, I may have dragged a ghost in here. I hope you don't mind. She can't come in here because this is a plot room. I'm going into the armory. This looks like the police armory. Maybe I can find something to defend myself with. Hey, this is a restricted area. Are you a cop? Do I look like a regular beat cop to you? So, you shouldn't be here either. You're just smug-mouthing, you kid. I'm here looking for my officer's badge. You can't seem to find it. So who the hell are you? An honorary officer. I'm an honorary Seihua officer in training. Oh? Yeah, I thought I saw you somewhere. You're on the poster in the lobby. So why'd they send you to the armory? Looking for something to defend myself with. Why are you here? The officers took the tasers before leaving. How much left now? Taser could come in handy for what I'm up against. You assemble a taser at that crafting table. Don't have all the parts, though. There's a grip over there. Still need a lithium magazine, though. Officers usually keep spare mags in their work desks. I have an extra replaceable cartridge I'd be willing to give you. You can find my officer's badge. Alright, no problem. Getting back to work. Only concentrate. It would be nice if I could use these from a screen like this. Like, hey, you have found this thing. I found some sort of crafting desk? You should try to MacGyver something useful out of any loot you picked up. Oh, I wonder what the original line of dialogue was for that. I do not believe that a Korean game would use MacGyver as a verb. MacGyver? You know, that American TV show with the guy who... Oh, never mind. You really don't know who MacGyver is? Should I? It's kind of famous, even in... Oh, okay. There you go. Maybe it did actually say MacGyver. Try to improvise something useful. Get creative. Never know what's going to come in handy. Oh my god, this game has crafting now? Alright. I could put this crafting desk to good use with the right items. This looks useful, but I think it connects to something else. Poison. Forget that. When did we go fishing? Right. So. He suggested there would be something in the offices. Which says to me... Interrogation? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's entirely possible that it's... It also notes that South Korea also exists outside of the MacGyver storyline, so they have used some external sources. We also need to find that guy's badge. So... Oh. Oh yeah, Mace. I remember you. So where else? Evidence storage, maybe. Wait. Let's put on our game design heads. Where have we not been? Answer, criminal investigations This is not criminal investigations. Let's actually go there and see what we can see. Ah, dang it! Maybe let's not. But why? But why? But why is my question. Let's just do a bit of that. You can hide, but not very well. Swiss Army knives are often called MacGyver knives in Korea. Do you know what? That's a really cool name for those. MacGyver knives. It rhymes even. Where am I? Give the keycard to Yaesol. Right. Oh yeah, that's right. Because this, in this timeline, I didn't get into the armory. I got jumped immediately. Right. Hey, who am I? I am an honorary officer. And I can say that because he seemed to believe me when I said that. There we go. Right. I found a crafting desk, MacGyver knives. Thank you, JD Mew, for looking this up. Right. Oh, dang it. I did not want to pick that poison up. That's not poison. That's literally the opposite of what poison is. Right. Let's turn you off. Because if you're still over here... Alright. Criminal investigations. You received a lithium magazine. Splendid. That strange nightmare again. Choking on toxic fumes. Oh yeah, I've been here before, because I found that note, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. I have indeed just been in this place before. It's just, it was a previous life before I died. I'm suddenly really bad at this game now that I'm not paying particular attention. Oh, you can just drink that? That's not something I'm happy that I did. Just gonna stand here and wait for her to pass. You know what? It's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. See? There you go. She's gone. Now, where am I going to go now? You see, now I'm going to say... I'm going to say... evidence... or the parking lot. Like, the guy dropped his badge somewhere. Like, when he got out of his car. So that's where that is. So is that? Because that's completely blocked off. You see, it says that there is a... No, because it's blocked off. So, never mind. That one just takes me up, but I don't want to go up. Or do I? Yes, because there is a vending machine. Where I can do that, and I can do that, and I can leave it for now, because I don't think I need any more... anything, really? So, yes, good. So, the other thing that I suggested, or the other thing that I thought, was... just turn that off for now. Actually, no. I need that on so I can see ghosts and junk on the ceiling. Like you! Yeah. Nothing happened. I didn't die on the way over here, by the way. Don't worry about it. We're all good. I didn't take that. I don't really need that right now. So how do I get downstairs? Can I get downstairs? Because... this door is all locked off and, like, barricaded. That one just takes me up. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The only thing I can think is that have we tried giving ISL an antidote? We have not. I don't have one. I accidentally drank it. Maybe I should go find one. So yeah, can't go down there. Can't go down there. That's locked. So, my thought is, there's going to be a key somewhere for the men's room. Excuse me. Hang on a second. Excuse me, just do that directly into the microphone. I'm so sorry. Right. So... my thought is, do we find a key to that restroom somewhere? And does that let us go, like... right. My thought. These doors, this door doesn't exist, that door is locked. I think there's a hole in the floor to go down here and then, like, this way. Because this place doesn't exist as a room, that's just a backdrop. that's where we found Yaisol. And I think that room isn't a room. If you get me, that's just like an extension of the armory. I'm gonna go talk to Yaisol, and she will tell me what to do. She's cool. She's done this before. Hey. You know, let me see it. Perfect. This should do the trick. But I'll have to let you out from here. I'll monitor your movements through the security cameras. When you get to the back gate near the underground parking lot, you should hear a buzz. That's when you know the door's open. So, what do you need from the Dokkaibe market? There's an apothecarian who has a shop there. Ask him to mix a dose of plasma tonic. That doesn't sound like any kind of remedy I've heard of. Don't worry about that. Just remember to ask for it. They should cover it. What's this? No one's gonna take this. It's called Hellion. The only currency worth a damn at the market. Trust me. Alright, you're the boss. But don't blame me if I return empty-handed. Scooby, thank you very much for contributing to the points goal. In case you were not here for a previous explanation. See, I've got to find some way to go downstairs, because I have to get to the parking lot. Oh yeah, that's water. Don't need that right now. In case you were not here for it, that's going to be me doing a stream of CPC games. How am I going to reach the parking lot? Has to be another way around. Where I'm going to show off some old tat that I played as a kid. In fact, I thought about you and that stream this very afternoon, whereby I think there were 2 Scooby-Doo games on the Amstrad. There's a single memo attached to this locked door. Mr. Jang, how many times have I asked you to fix your burst pipe in the first floor restroom? You used to be a plumber, right? Lock the door with the engineer's key and get it done before someone else decides to file a lawsuit against us. Don't go to sleep before finishing it. Well, there you go. What did I say? We need to go and find the key for the restroom in engineering. There is a deputy director's office. Did I go there? No, because it's barricaded. There's a toolbox here. It may have something useful inside. Filled with a bunch of assorted plumbing equipment. Well, I don't know what else I was expecting. Ooh, this might come in handy, though. All right, then. But... The building shakes with the sound of maniacal laughter. There's a strange chill in the air. I'm getting goosebumps. Hiding under a desk. But yeah, Scooby, should you decide to show for that stream, we can shelf what I'm doing and be like, hey, here's... I forget what the other... One of them was Scooby-Doo and Scrappy 2. I forget what the other one was. I think it was just called, like, Shaggy and Scooby. Either way, we can demonstrate that. Nope, that's up. That's down. That's down. Garbage! Oh, that's just a fatality. Okay. Good job. When I said, man, there's no difficulty slider in this game. Be kinda cool if there was one. So, you know, right. I don't believe I've played those Scooby-Doo games before. But, you know, easy enough to get them. So, I can show that off. Where did I just go? Oh, that's right. Not that one. That one. Not that one. That one. Okay, that's what that was. All right then. So, seems like the maniacal laughter was that boss despawning and the new one loading in. Right, so that's Mace. Cool. And this is me running away! Yeah, what you want now? Don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. It's quick time events. Do those. Clever girl. Okay. There's a giant hole in the wall here. The work they were doing looks quite extensive. I think I can climb down there. I guess if you fail that, you just begin anew. What did I tell you? A body. What's he doing here? Oh, it looks like he's burrowed down through the wall. So that's how we get to the cells. But I didn't want to go to the cells, now did I? I wanted to go to evidence. Good dodge, thanks. I didn't see you there. Is this what that officer was looking for? It sure bloody is. Door's locked from the other side. Let's find another way to the parking lot. Gotcha. So that's going to be go through the cells. All right then. We are making progress. That's what we're doing. Right. We've got all of our stuff. Can I just run past you? I could just run past you. That's good to know. That's going to save me a lot of just standing around and waiting. Oh, and armory is right there. Wasn't there another round of mace around here somewhere? I'm sure there was. Ah, whatever. Oi! You still have that replaceable cartridge? I have a spare right here. Did you find my officer's badge? Take a gander at this. Hey, that's it. Well, I'm ashamed of my word. Take this. Just remember, this isn't a toy. Handle it carefully. Shady cop, like, because he's a shade. Good times. Should be able to assemble a defensive weapon from the parts I've collected. Let's try inserting the lithium magazine in the grip. Okay. Now snap the replaceable cartridge onto the grip. That's an interesting way of doing that. Great. Let's see if I can turn this thing on without shocking myself. The power light's on and it looks functional. I've never used one before, but with the way this night is going, I'm sure it's going to come in handy. An ergonomic weapon for self-defense that packs quite a punch. So... So what is that? I'm hoping that's... Well, let's find out. I'm hoping that's going to be like a form of a... like the mace. But it isn't. That sure was a thing that I did. Oh, that's not the way I want it to go at all. That's also not the way I want it to go at all. This game's difficult. My goodness. Did the first game do this? Actually, no, it didn't. The first game toyed with you a lot more than this game did, but to much the same outcome. Yeah. I think part of that is going to be me learning a little more about how the game works and doing better with, like, avoiding things. Perhaps. This looks like a prison cell. Could the dead person I saw have come from here? The big man said all I have to do was rile up the others and bring them here with me. He told me to ask to be put in cell block A, and he'd take care of the rest. Some lady's supposed to come here and get me out. Everything's been arranged. I do my part, walk free with a briefcase full of cash. What's to lose? Writing down my crime is the best thing I've ever done. Door's open. This should lead to the right wing of B1F. Somebody asked the question, what are all these weird plants and manta rock chunks doing all over the place? This is the Coma, which is like a weird alternative dimension. It has been described as the Shadow Realm, but not that one. And I figured the creepy plant life is there just to be creepy plant life. It's the sort of thing you see in the Shadow Realm. Something's coming. Something dark. Something clawed. Let me out of here. It's gonna kill me. Help! No, right. No. 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 This ties in, actually, this ties into another thing that I don't like in horror stories. They told me I would be here for a few hours. Are they supposed to give me a phone call? It's been a year. Let me out of here. Let me out! Yeah, it's when you find notes and little clips in horror stories that are like how people speak instead of how they write. And thankfully, I have seen a video essay on this one, which is fantastic. And that is the line, as I sit here writing this, that ruins your story. As I sit here writing this, the monster is clawing at the door. I'm just gonna sit here composing something in a Google Doc instead of not being here when there's a monster at my door. It takes me out the story. Maybe it's the tism. But you know, I've been feeling sick ever since the big man gave me those dumplings. I should say so. What's wrong with my stomach? I don't feel so well. I'm gonna hurl. Dad's always been a pain in the ass. Didn't help that he was super disappointed with my marks that semester. When I came home with the recorder, he asked me where I got it. Told him I was enrolling in music lessons to get him off my back. Can you believe he smiled? I've honestly never seen the old man so happy. He even offered to pay after-school lessons. Well, how's this for a plan? I took him up on the offer. Used that extra pocket change at the PC bang. At the PC bang instead. I don't know what that is. If he tested me, I could belt out a few old tunes I learned in grade school. Well, I figured it'd be a PC cafe, but like PC bang? Like, is that like an actual a brand name, I suppose you would say? Oh, that's just what it is in Korean. Okay, cool. I ran into Myung Gil one day. He threatened to take my money. Mrs. No, the music teacher, was nearby, and I called out to her. I gave her Dad's cash and said I wanted to join her after-school music class to practice the recorder. I got rid of Myung Gil, but I was still on the hook for music lessons in the evening. I was absolutely fuming about the whole situation. Just my luck. I remember wondering whether the recorder was even a legit instrument. Everyone else was studying the violin or piano. I was definitely going to look like an idiot. Okay, cool. That's all the notes I have found so far. I appreciate that I missed one. But the prison case has been twisted apart. Did she do this? But also, there was a lot of dying and running and you know. We were real tired and hungry. Finally, the prison lobby. I think I can reach the basement second floor parking lot from here.
저기가 예솔이가 말했던 지하 주차장 입구구나.
This isn't just you guys, by the way. This game really is very, very quiet.
여기로 내려오고 있어. 빨리 예솔아, 시간이 없어. 기다려.
That was some good framing. I like that.
어디에 가시나?
Oh. Oh.
사라졌어.
I don't think that was an optional puzzle. I think that's game over if I don't do the optional puzzle. That's pretty clever, actually. Dev Espresso, that's the name of the guys who made this. Let's buy. You know what? Let's buy some bugs. We need bugs. Health fully recovers. That means I can take a lot more damage than I could previously. So I got to Mrs. No's room eagerly. She asked if I'd ever played the recorder before. I told her it was my first class since grade school. I opened the case and discovered some old sheet music tucked beneath a velvet compartment holding the recorder parts. She reviewed it, said the first few pages were perfect for beginners, though the other pieces looked a little more advanced. I was stuck there, so I gave it a shot. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined the new possibilities this would open for me. Look at that! That place is hardcore! I like that! Mina, you okay? I just saw what happened. Barely? She almost gave me a heart attack. It's good that you were prepared for that. That's my teacher. That's my teeth. Let's try that again. That's my teacher! Why the hell is this song trying to kill me? Mina, that's not your teacher. It's a flesh thrall, created and manipulated by the shade I told you about earlier, the Vicious Sister. Was Vicious Sister the one that ordered that creature to attack me in the school? Seems you've heard her ire. Shades are extremely territorial, and it's a long story, but Vicious Sister has some unsettled history with Song's family. Anyway, moving on. How the heck am I supposed to find this apothecarian of yours? A lot of shops in the market. He manages the Dokaibe apothecary there. He's the only one who knows how to make what I need. The Dokaibe apothecary. Got it. Look at that grin. That's like a sort of look is what that is. Keep your wits about you. Just stay on point. Well, like, just save. I hear the sound of construction. Wait, there are people working here, but something's off. Hello? Excuse me. Yes, what do you want, girl? What are you guys working on? Are you blind? We're putting up a new gateway to the Dokaibe market. Boys have been working overtime trying to get this thing installed right. Got a deadline to meet, so bid you good night. Wait, please, I don't mean to be a bother, but I really need to get to the market. These country people see this as a construction site. The second lady insisted on getting by tonight. Can't just let every Tom, Dick, and Harry walk through. Is there a ladder? How about the door over there? Well, it does connect to the market. Please, sir, I need to pick up some medicine for my friend. She's seriously ill. Alright, go ahead. But remember, that door is one way, got it? Yes, sir. Good luck with your work tonight. Shoo now. Oh. So if I had said, hey, what about that ladder? Then I'd go up there and do that. I actually am doing scenario B right now. That's pretty cool. This is Songryong Subway. Exit 1. Strange vines have taken root, however. Don't look at that. That's real sketchy looking. Hey girl, don't forget that door's gonna be closed. You have to knock when you come back. Shadow Telecom's ringing again. Right. Is it me? Or whenever a game does the whole buzzing of a phone thing, do I get a little bit jumpy? Does anyone else get that? I get that. I don't like that. Young Bai? Can't be. I saw his body at the school. Hello? Mina. The Dokaibe market could be a dangerous place if you don't know what you're doing. Who is this? Young Bai? Don't worry about that. I'm trying to help you. But I saw your body at Seiwa High. How do you know where I am? Never strike deals with shades lightly. Beware of their tricks. Who are you? Answer the question. A friend. It's more than we got for motorbike, dude. Dear customers, construction on the market gate will continue until the end of next week. Watch your step when exiting the market. Also, while we will do our best to ensure your safety, please beware of falling objects or stray equipment. Thank you. There are a bunch of assorted wares here. Wish I had more time to look around.
혼백향이 다
Hello?
떨어졌다는
What do you mean you're out of spectral incense? One of my colleagues just bought a stick tonight. You only have one left? Well, I suppose that will have to do. What type of Mickey Mouse operation is this anyway? What? No, I will not sign my name on that. I know your tricks. You're lucky to be getting this much from me. Oh, look! The little bird decided to leave her nest. Do I know you? The poor dear still clueless as ever. She's dressed like a traditional shamanka. I wonder what she's doing here. Who are you? You may call me Jiang Mi. Now, why don't you tell me what you're doing out here? Little girl like you... What is this little girl doing here? Little girl like you shouldn't be wandering around strange places at night. Why so condescending? This is my neighborhood. I shop at this market with my mom all the time. Oh no. No, you don't. Not at this market. You'll figure it out soon enough. Trust me, the alternative is... undesirable. Now then, why don't you buzz off? You're boring me. I have important matters I must attend to. Oh, don't do anything stupid while you're here. Diva has this outfit in Overwatch. That's how I know what that outfit is. I don't have a map. Are you an apothecary? I need an apoth. Cared for. Yeah? No? Aha. Figured it'd be best to grab that mace, right? It seems to work out well when Song grabs me. My childhood was anything but ordinary. She's not like other girls. My childhood was anything but ordinary. In fact, my earliest memory was from a crib. I remember my mother's smiling face looking down at me. I remember her soothing voice as she sang a lullaby. The warmth, her touch, and the atmosphere of the room embedded in my mind. More of a feeling, yet still so vivid. Years later, I learned that most people considered this peculiar. This did not surprise my parents. When I was 4 years old, they told me I was a special child. Unlike other children, I had the blood of shamans, and this endowed me with abilities that required cultivation. My homeschooling began on that day. It was a curriculum especially designed to hone my latent powers for the fight to come. Totally different, not like other girls. Do I want that? No. Take some money, though. Hey! Hey, where's the apothecary? Can you tell me? I'm kinda lost. Oh, hi. Do you know where the apothecary is? Oh, you can, actually. Cool. Why are you dressed up like that? You doing some kind of performance tonight? You're an observant one, little bird. Suppose you could say I am performing tonight. That is, if you consider purging an ancient evil and saving the world part of the performing arts. I wager this will be my best role yet. Gee, she's so full of herself. I thought Shamanka was supposed to be devout and modest. Do you know if they renovated this market recently or something? Looks different. This isn't your friendly neighborhood market, dear. Look around. It's warped and twisted by rumors, anxiety, and human emotion. Wander around and enjoy the sights while you can. What's the auntie selling? Not that it's any of your business, but she deals in spectral incense. I still need one more stick. Wherever will I find one at this dreadful hour? That's going to be... go find one, right? I found some spectral incense. Can I have the key item? Apparently, Dokaibi are Korean goblins. Jaded Mew, what do they do? Oh, thank goodness for that. Market's layout looks different. I can hardly recognize this place now. This map should come in handy. Oh, I see. Yeah, so if I had taken the ladder, I'd be in a slightly different location. Okay, cool, cool, cool. One of you guys is going to become hostile, and I'm going to regret every part of it. Do I want to go up here? Alright, construction office. This red light and a flashy heart hopefully is up these stairs, which I can't go to. So I'm just over here in the construction area. I love these Japanese hard hats. I don't know why. I just think it's sweet. Dear customers, construction on the market gate will continue until the end of next week. Watch your step when exiting the market. Oh, we've had that. Okay. I don't know a great deal about Korean folklore. Obviously, I don't necessarily mean obviously, but I feel like you'd know this from watching my streams a little bit. Seems like they're created from a spirit possessing an object or something, and it's a toss-up whether they're good luck, bad luck, / mischievous. Something smells rotten here. That's just the fish. That's just what fish markets smell like. I'm more Japan than Korea. So there's a lot of Japanese stuff that I'm familiar with when it comes to ghosts and, well, you know, yokai is generally the term. And there's a lot of like non-malicious screwing around, like that umbrella that licks your hair, and that's all it does. I would not have called that a hiding space. I couldn't hide in that, but also I'm huge, so you know. That's what that is. Something I like, though, is, at the very least with a lot of the Japanese stuff that I can think of, there's a way to beat them. Like, you can beat Kappa, and you can beat, Kuchisaki-onna. How about some fresh seafood? No thanks, Auntie. I'm not really, hungry. I have straight up seen a Necron Wraith do that. They gave him some Tesco shopping bags. Oh, it was such a good bit of kit bash. Did I go into the fish place? Yeah, I did. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. What the hell was that? I should really keep an eye out on my surroundings. Shadow stalkers are malign shadows that have been corrupted by vicious sisters' dark influence. They will pursue you and damage your health. How beat? Need something dry cleaned? We can even remove bloodstains. That is some really good ambient music. Just the Gyagum slowly detuning itself, because that's what it does. We cast shadows under sunlight, as we do in the Coma. Shadows are sentient manifestations of our subconscious thoughts. The more powerful someone's spirit is, the more lucid his or her shadow will be. We call these entities sober shadows. They exhibit the suppressed feelings of their waking world counterparts. Conversely, weak-spirited people will manifest mad shadows, tortured creatures that will attack anything on sight. They act upon their basest desires. Some shadows do not spring from humans at all. They come from rumor collectives so powerful they literally memed into existence. Oh, did you have to pick the word meme? And here I was just now talking about Kappa and how to beat it. Very honorable creatures they are, so you could either wrestle them and win them in win a fight against them, or if you bow very, very low, then they will copy you, and the water will fall out of their head, and they will freeze. And that's how you do that. My family can trace its ancestry back to the Yongnam region, My family can trace its ancestry in the Yongnam region back for many centuries. Some trainees undergo a rigorous initiation ceremony to become shamans. Others have a symbiotic relationship with a possessive spirit. I inherited the exclusive right to perform rituals in our home district through my family's distinct lineage. From the age of 4, I began the observation, study, and practice of basic ceremonial rites at a remote shrine. I would perform these under the strict tutelage of a shamanka, so often under the coming years that they became second nature to me. These rites increased in complexity, and ranged from dance, song, instruments, and more. I had an elite general education, but it was always clear, however, that becoming a shamanka would be my highest priority. I never truly had a choice in the matter, but the clarity of my purpose came as a great relief to me. This switch seems to activate something, but you notice no new activity in your area. What's the purpose of this switch? Did I just turn on the Wi-Fi? I just turned on the Wi-Fi. I know that's what I do in a spooky situation. Ah! That hiding spot doesn't work. Don't bother with none of that. You gonna come in here? So it looks like those things at the very least can't come inside. You just hide in a shop and then they go away. So. Well, if there is... Right, game design head on. If there is a ghost to the left, we head to the right. Because there's going to be something over to the right. Because that's the other position we could have spawned in. What happened here? The entire street's collapsed. Can't even see where this sinkhole ends. Better find a way around it. Man, pitching up is difficult for prolonged periods of time. And that's not even properly pitching up. That's just a little bit. I'm going to take that bandage. Because I'm going to get hurt at some point. And I don't want that to happen. The coma is a shadowy manifestation of elements from the waking world. Vivid daydreams, feelings of déjà vu, fantastic occurrences, and strange rumors. Everyone has experienced the coma, yet few know its true nature. We perceive its minor aspects because it connects with us. Most people will brush off these encounters with the supernatural as fleeting lapses in lucidity. They are, however, so much worse. These are fragments of another world. In fact, small clues of its existence. Those who explore beyond the veil of its borders may attain eldritch powers and commune with dark spirits. So from what I'm reading, the coma is Link's disease. And I am down for that as a villain. That's actually a really good thing to have directly next to a save point, because goodness only knows I'm going to be bolting back here fairly frequently. Dear customers, construction on the market gate. Okay, we know that. Ladder's not operational. There's a pathway to the second. There's a pathway on the second floor that leads to the next building. If I follow the upper deck, I may be able to get back where I started. But it's locked. Can I call someone? When did I get her number? I don't know. I'll take it. Just anytime I want to speak to someone, their number like appears, just manifests in my inventory. Yes, please. That asshole from the hardware store takes this hole to get to his shop and without fail always has a few quips up his sleeve. Today he was bold enough to tell me it looks like I'm gaining weight from the rice bread. Next time he's gonna get a bowl full of dough in his face. Hardware store. Oh, that looks like just a shortcut then. Except it's locked. It's never easy game, is it? That's back down to the clothing shop. I feel like I shouldn't have been able to do that. Like, that guy made a big old dramatic entrance, and I'm just like, nah. Hey, guess what? Nah. Just refuse to engage with the ghosts. Because if you play up to... It's like children, right? If you play their game, then you automatically lose. The shamans have known of the Coma since the dawn of humanity. Legend holds that all shaman can trace their matrilineal descent back to a common ancestor. This proto-shamanic entity has gone by many names throughout the centuries. The shaman's tribal ancestors lived on the fringes of civilization, practicing black magic with a K so you know it's serious, and animism. They learned that human emotions and the actions that spur them feed the Shadow Realm's very existence. Their rituals allow them to commune with entities beyond our world. And this eldritch knowledge made them at once feared, respected, and reviled. Through the centuries, their sustained contact with the dark transmuted their very blood. They are a potent force to reckon with. They have given counsel to heroes and kings of renown, and continue to steer the course of human history in profound ways. I hear the word renown in essentially any context, and my brain just goes to a wrestler, who he's one of my boys, the genius of renown. I love that guy. He just shows up, recites poetry. Oh, I've been here. That's where the Wi-Fi was. He just shows up, recites poetry to his foes, and leaves. What a cool guy. Also, Macho Man's brother, and I don't believe they ever acknowledged that in the Fed. So, there you go. Right. Layer 3. Hey, what's up? Sure you know where you're going, girl? I'm okay, thanks. I don't like you. Shades are powerful local spirits that inhabit the Coma. They are sentient manifestations of the collective emotions, historical trauma, and human routines associated with a specific area. Shades are highly territorial, and will go through great lengths to exert control over the domains that bind them. Shadows naturally gravitate towards the willpower of their shade. Whilst these entities may be benign or dangerous, they are often deceitful, willing to manipulate gullible humans to achieve their ends. Oh boy, that's me. Their surroundings influence their forms, and it is unknown to what degree they may control their appearances. In rare occurrences, a shade may manifest from the powerful emotions of a single individual from the waking world. And the opposite of the renowned is a tarnished of no renown. Robbie, you know what? No one knows who that guy is, so get on out of here. We don't want none of you over here. Not you. This is somebody of no renown. This shop bears the flashy symbol of a Dokaibi. You're a... Welcome! Right? That's the only voice for a mysterious shop assistant. What's wrong, human? Shadowcat got your tongue? You're a real Dokaibi? Surprised? What do you think they call this place a Dokaibi market? Looks like I was wrong when I thought tonight couldn't get any stranger. You gonna gawk all day or can I help you with something? Oh, sorry about that. I think my friend's been poisoned and I need something to help her. There are all kinds of poisons out there. Don't you know the name of the remedy she needs? She called it Plasma Tonic. I'm sure she called it Plasma Tonic? Yeah, that's it. Not bad, huh? Why do you say that? Well, Plasma Tonic cures the effects of Eldritch Venom. Sounds like she was mixed up with some serious business. Well, can you help or not? She doesn't have a lot of time. The good news is that Eldritch Venom works slowly. As long as you don't move, I hope she's staying put. Yeah, I believe I can mix something for you. Now, let's see here. A little of this, a little of that, some Aragindo, and... What's wrong? All out! Out of what? This recipe calls for Grimsing. Drimsing! I see what they did there. That's a good pun, I like it. I don't have any in stock. Grimsing? What the heck is that? Alright, you humans have something similar called ginseng. Very good for old Dokaibe stamina, if you know what I mean. Ew, don't want to know that. Anyway, where can I get this Drimseng you speak of? You're in a market to shop around. Won't be able to finish the plasma tonic until you find some, though. It's in this bag. No, it's not. It's going to be in the herbal shop, isn't it? That's what I would say. But yes, actually. Yeah. So we need to get into the bakery to go through the hardware store, and in order to do that, we need a key. Where is that key? I don't know. It's a shop that we haven't found yet. Or, realistically, if it's anything like the last... Get out of here, Mike!
누구지?
Good, he did. What a creep. Don't mind me, chat. I'm gonna do it. I deserve what's coming. I am pleasantly surprised. I thought that was gonna be death. The game was... You followed the dual weed cleaver Michael Myers man into the butcher shop. What did you think was going to happen? And then I got. No, that's an exit down that way. Door's locked. There should be a key somewhere here. Is this something to do with the shop's key? Two smiley faces, and then it's a telephone pole, and it looks like buns. Oh, yeah, Grandma's rice cakes. So it looks like... It looks like... You go this way. That was very clever. Did you see that? The search prompt was super faint. Oh, that's... Okay, okay, cool. Oh, and there's the Wi-Fi. I bet when I'm free, I can turn that on. The Notemen are shades bound to a local domain and cursed with an unending compulsion to record the thoughts and utterings of folk from the waking world. Unlike their brethren, they are naturally attuned to receive this information, no matter how discreet it may be. It also seems they show no discrepancy between what they record, aside from a tendency to focus on darker thoughts. They do this in the form of loose-leaf notes, sticky memos, or scrolls left on the walls. Despite their highly compulsive nature, they can still be unpredictable, and contact with them should be conducted cautiously. Bang! There you go. That, as... I deserved that. I forget what poison does. I need to go find an antidote. The hunting gear here suggests the owner enjoys this hobby. Quite hesitant to even touch these traps. No, I like the trope that somebody has just so much information in their head, they are unable to get it out in time. I'm thinking of... Get ready for a ridiculous reference that you probably forgot about. Murdered Soul Suspect! That one has... You find someone who's like, oh, don't go talk to them, they're mad! But, like, you talk to them, and, great. No antidote here. But, like, you talk to them, and they're not mad, they just need to get too much information that is in their head out of their head, and that's what they're trying to do. And looks like he's working on some kind of blueprint. How'd you get in here? Excuse me, sir, what are you working on? That isn't any of your business. Now answer my question. Don't I know you from somewhere? Don't you work at a nearby hardware store? Oh, you knew that? Oh, yeah, it is the best one in town. Yeah, I went there once when my computer broke down. Well, I'm guessing you haven't had to make a trip back, so you must have done something right. So, what are you drawing here? It's a trap. Can use it for bear hunting. Local apothecarian asked me to catch one. You know their livers fetch a high price? Yep, hunting's my hobby. I saw his tools in the hardware store. I wonder what he can tell me about this trap. Is this something I can make by myself? I'd like to learn. You? Plan to hunt bears too? You know bear hunting's illegal, right? Except for me. Since you're interested, all you need is some fishing line, a box of nails, and some strong glue. Combine them to make caltrops. Spread them on the ground, no heavy animal will be able to avoid them. Oh, that's pretty intense and cool. Thanks, let's try making one. You could start with the fishing line. Bunch of seafood shops near the southwest side of the market. Use your imagination. Spare box of nails in my hardware store. Feel free to help yourself. Finally, glue. You want something super strong. Sticky mousetrap uses the type you'll need. Willing to part with it, you'll need to at least trade me or a snapping mousetrap. Look for a place where they're likely to feed. When you got everything, just use the crafting table in my hardware store. Thanks, I'll see you around. So, before we do anything else, what I'm gonna need to do is, first of all, I'm going to go and save, which might be a very stupid idea, so let's put that in slot 2. Because I'm poisoned and losing health. So, what we're gonna go do is... I stepped on a nail once when I was 7 years old. I might have an idea for this. I stepped on a thorn when I was younger. Big old 2-inch spike in my foot. And the nurse at the hospital was like, wow, what a whiny little baby. Until they pulled it out, and then they were like, yeah, okay, maybe not. You know what? Just do your thing. Just do the thing. Okay. Nope. Oh, that's the sync dream. I'm gonna have to want to avoid doing that. Okay. 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 Audibly rattled. Don't worry. I'm fine. So we duck under that. Duck under you. Because I see on the map that there is a an indicator. Yeah, vending machine with some anti-venom. Good. Right, get your health back. Do that. Sure, let's take another one. I'm probably gonna get poisoned again, like a big old dummy. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna stop for a short while, yeah? Yeah, sounds like a plan. Good job. Let's do that. Who am I gonna go raid? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Who is playing this? I don't know. Here's my ending screen. Who's playing what? I know who we're going to go. Let's go say hello to somebody new. This is Elysium Vixen, who is a friend of Moo. Recently got the ability to be able to stream, if I'm thinking of the right person. I do believe I am. They are playing Gigantic Rampage Edition. I don't know what that is. I'm mostly going because of who it is, and I want to say hello and support somebody new. Okay, let's go do that. Tomorrow, we continue on with Final Fantasy X-2. Come back for that. It's hella gay, and I'm loving it. Thank you for stream, everyone. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm gonna go. So until next time, goodbye.